Yes, people. We need to stop the count, man. We need to stop it. All the rigged postal votes. All the votes have been absolutely rigged, mate. It's absolutely insane scenes. Hopefully, you guys are all well this morning. I'm pretty sure you'll all be a little bit better than Rodri because he's woke up this morning to find out that he's not even been nominated, bro, for Player of the Year. Stop the count, man.
Yeah. No, that's horrendous. I don't think there's a fan out there that doesn't think that's a horrible decision and is baffled about how it even came to be. I've seen so many rival fans nominating him as the number one choice, so him not even being in the contention to win it is laughable.
Bro, it's absolutely insane. I cannot believe he's not even been nominated. Like, to me, that is absolutely bizarre. One thing that we're not going to stop the count on is Mansour's 10 gifted memberships, man. Guys, W's in the chat. 10 gifted by Mansour. Again, we've only literally just started the stream and he's already dropped a 10 bomb, man. So I appreciate that, Mansour. We're not going to stop that count, that's for sure.
Big up, big up.
But, bro, he's not even been nominated, man.
No.
Rodri's not even been nominated. Like, I just don't understand where these people have, like, got this from. Like, literally, I'm just stunned, man. Honestly, I can't believe it. And I know some people in the chat, and you are right to say Rodri won't care that much about individual awards. But, like, the fact that he's not even in the top 8, that just seems weird as hell. Big up again, man, so for the 10, man. That's insane. Big up.
I don't know if I think he do care about it because every player and person in life wants to be recognized for what they're doing, and what he's been doing for the past few seasons is nothing but like historical. Like, he's been insane. He's on a 70 games unbeaten run, and he's not even in the top 8. And he's been the only games we've lost this season is where he hasn't played, and he's not even in the contention to win it. Not even nominated. It's fucking ridiculous. I have no idea how they who chooses these nominees? Like, how do they get? Do you know how they pick them? If it's a vote, or how do they pick them?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not actually sure how it's done, to be honest with you. Maybe someone in the chat can let us know. But these are the players that have been nominated. So Phil Foden, I think he's rightly there. I'm not gonna lie, man. I think Rodri deserves to be in over Haaland, man. I agree. Rodri needs to be another Haaland. Isak, yeah, he's done all right this year. I can't lie, man. Odegaard, bro. Odegaard, I don't think should be on that list, man. I just don't think that's the facts. Cole Palmer, he's had a good season, but would he be on there if he'd not scored all those penalties? Don't know. Declan Rice probably deserves to be on it. Van Dijk over Gabriel and Saliba, over Akanji. I don't know about that. Watkins had a great season as well. I just feel like it's a bit of a weird. I feel like Rodri could have got in over 3 or 4 of these players, man. And the fact that Gabriel and Saliba is not over Van Dijk, I find that even a bit wild, to be honest with you, from an Arsenal point of view.
Could it be something about they have like secret criteria of not having more than 2 players from each team like representing, and they feel like Foden has to be there, and since Haaland now is back on track with scoring goals and heading for the Golden Boot, that they feel like, he should be there as well, and that just excludes Rodri from it. Is there something about that? Has any time been more than 3?
I don't think so, bro. Craig says the top 8 is by the Man of the Match awards for each game played. Rodri don't get awards. Is that how it's done? How has Odegaard got like that many Man of the Match awards, man? I just feel like looking at Rodri's stats here. Premier League, he's got 16 G&A just in the Premier League. He's a DM. He's a DM, man.
I did the math on that. For every 90 full minutes he's played this season in the Premier League, every second match he's had a G&A. That's as a DM. And I know people are comparing him to Rice and his G&As, but Rice been playing primarily as an 8. He's playing as a DM, and he's having a G&A every second game. That's ridiculous, man.
He's got the same G&A as Martin Odegaard.
Yeah,
who's an attacking midfielder. I mean, to be fair as well, Rice has got the same. He's got the same stats as Rodri, but I think Rice should be on the list. I'm not even saying Rice shouldn't be on the list. He should be on the list, but The
definitely.
fact that Rodri's not made it on there, I just think like it's just laughable, man. I imagine the City fans, the City players. I think the City players are back in training today. Imagine the players are just looking at this list. Haaland, bro. Haaland's probably like, how the fuck am I on that
Yeah.
list? Rodri's not on the list, man. Guy's frauded his way onto the list. Honestly, I don't know what he's doing. All the cash that he's earning from all these brand deals, man. You know what I mean? He's probably just
Yeah.
paid somebody to get on
But-
there, but it's just wild.
But if it's man of the match awards, if that's how they do it, do Haaland have that many man of the match this season? Does he really? I can remember them.
I don't even know. How do you even find out that? Man of the Match Awards. Yeah, actually, maybe it is. No, that's match winner. That's not Man of the Match Awards. I don't know how you find that out. Is there a way that you can find that out?
Let me see. I'm on FootMap. There's anything there? No.
I don't think you can. I don't think there's any way of finding out like who's got the most Man of the Match Awards, like, unless there's like a website for it. I actually
Probably on Premier League's website, you probably can find it.
Yeah. Sparking it says Saliba's in the Young Player of the Season award. Yeah, but for me, he should have been in the main one. I think these awards need a little bit of a refreshing, man, to be honest with you, because like, what's Saliba doing in that? For me, Saliba's been better than Van Dijk this year, in my opinion. So, and Gabriel's been better I think Gabriel's been a better defender. So why is he not in there? You know what I mean? It's sort of like it's just strange, man. It's strange. And it's a bit embarrassing that Rodri, who's maybe should have won it. A lot of City fans reckon he should have won it. I had Foden above him, but the fact is not even on the list. You know, like what happened from it? You know what now though? I actually put that to one side. I actually think that Rodri can use this as like motivation to say, right, these next 4 games, I'm gonna put in man of the match performances. Yeah, I'm gonna be the man. Like he's the man every game anyway. But like if hopefully this will give him even more sort of incentive to just go and cook for these last 4 games, bro.
Yeah. Also, man, just look at his stats. Like, forget about GNA. Just look at his stats for passing, long balls, dribblings, duels won, blocks. Like, he's in the top percentile of each of them. I challenge anyone to find me the stats for the other players and beat Rodri's. Like, there's no way anyone is beating that. That is just screen top percentile. 94, 88, 88, 89. Man, this is ridiculous. It is fucking ridiculous. Look at that. And then he's not even being in contention.
Yeah, I'm seeing Arsenal fans kicking off as well now. I've just gone on Twitter and I'm seeing them kicking off because of because Saliba and Gabriel are not in it, man. I think it's riled a lot of people. It's riled a lot of people. Even United fans, bro. Even United fans are saying how look at this. Joe Tomlinson, United fan. He's a United fan. Rodri been playing golf for the last 8 months. He's the best player in the league. United fan.
Yeah. I saw one of the biggest Liverpool fans here from Denmark. It's big in the Liverpool community and all that. He said, so Rodri been playing tennis for the last 8 months then, when he saw this.
Yeah.
It's like, that is the hardest rivals from both Manchester and Liverpool, and they're like baffled about it. We should just say everything.
Funny, man. It's actually pretty funny. Keep your comments coming in on this Rodri thing, guys, because we are going to turn our attention to some transfer news in a minute. So if you want to have any comments on the Rodri situation, then get them in now. Big up Citizen says everybody knew Rodri, best DM in the world for the last 3 years. Even this season, he's been a best DM. Absolute facts. Absolute facts there.
Rodri's only one. Yeah.
What Premier League man of the match week 3. Okay, interesting. Big up Bevo says, yes, lads, LB, unfortunately, Rodri is the problem. He's so consistent, he doesn't get his flowers. Consistent 8-9 ratings, people just expect it. Yeah, but bro, like, come on, man, Bevo. Like, I get what you're saying, and I agree to a certain degree, but people have got to respect it, man. You know what I mean? People can't use that as a negative thing against him. Like, we've got to, I don't know. The guy's PR's on the floor. We've said it for some time, man. Like, I don't know what we need to do about this guy because it's ridiculous. He should be winning Balon d'Or for me. I think he should be winning Balon d'Or. I really do. And like, it's not even been nominated top 8. Is absolutely wild, man. It's insane. Like some of the goals he scored, man, like for us over the years, like he's getting big goals, Champions League final, the Arsenal one, the Bayern Munich one. Yeah, I mean, he's a DM.
Screamers as well.
Yeah,
Most of them.
exactly, 100%, man. So that I mean, you might be right there, Pebble, mate. But if that is true, then that is just bang out of order. Rodri isn't bothered about these rewards, says LB. Well, hopefully he's not that ass. You know what, low key though, I hope he is annoyed because, like I say, if he is annoyed, then hopefully he'll use this as motivation to be like, I'm going to go and cook now for these last 4 games. So that's obviously what I'm hoping he does. Peter says it's all popularity contest, as Rodri said previously, same as the Balon d'Or. Yeah, facts. Good one. Should have won Balon d'Or last season. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Bro, Rodri defo doesn't care. He don't even have social media. True. Like I say, he probably doesn't care, but like it just makes a mockery out of the results. The process cannot be trusted. LB says, LB, please tell me you're off the Kimmich hype. Well, listen, he did not play well last night. He did play left. He played right back, which he probably won't be playing for City, but he was awful last night.
Against Vinicius Jr., come on, guys. Like, that is not the position he will be playing for City. And he played against Vinicius Jr., where there's only like one player in the world who can like handle Vinicius Jr. to a level where he's not a danger or threat, which is Kyle Walker. So let's not do that. Let's not be overthinking that part of Kimmich.
Yeah, fair enough. Let's keep the comments coming in before we move on to transfers. Rodri has been Ballon d'Or levels. He's one of a kind. People need to respect him. Rodri scores important goals. He's clutch. I want him to cook in these games. Same here. Big up, Sai. I totally agree with you, mate. Totally agree with you. Lewis says, Pep not won man of the match since December 21. 3 Premier Leagues in that time, says Lewis Gillis. Manager of the month. Sorry, not man of the match. Manager of the month. Has he not won manager of the month since December 2021?
That can't be true.
That has to be. That has to be fake.
No
news,
way. That's no way.
That has to be
For
fake
3
news.
years.
Manager of the month.
That's not.
That has to be. That has to. Yeah, our Premier League awards. Let's have a look.
That's true.
Manager of the month. That has to be fake news, right? So, has he won it this year? No. Okay.
Really?
Let's have a look at last year.
No.
2022, 2023. No. Arteta won 4.
No, he's right. Oh shit.
Bro, what the hell, man?
Oh, what the? How is that possible?
That is insane. How has he not won it since 2021?
That is that comment is the most fake comment you would like ever hear. The one you think will be the most fake one, right? Tell me a comment who I think would be fake. That comment is insane, dude, and it's right. It's true. Wow,
that is insane, bro. How has he not won one single award? Arteta in that time has won 1.
Oh my
Let me see how many Arteta's won in that time. 2, 3, 4, 5.
Damn.
How has he won this year? 6. Arteta's won 6 Manager of the Month awards.
This is
the last one. He's won nothing.
This is worse. Guess how many Ten Hag got?
Oh no. No, don't do it, bro.
And that's in the shorter space of time. But he had 3 since 22. Since September 22, Ten Hag got 3. 1, 2, 3 years. 1, 2, 3.
That is insane.
Yeah, that's so nice, Lewis. Nice, Gillis. That's a amazing comment, man. Never would have believed that.
That is actually unreal. Unreal. Big up Bevel says, was the same with Aguero and KDB, Brad. Don't think either of them ever featured in a Premier League team in a season. People overlook them because of their consistency. Yeah, very true. It's ridiculous, man. And Sir Alan says, Red Cartel Awards. Honestly, that is actually wild. So basically, we just ignore these awards. Let's just go and win the Premier League and the FA Cup, yeah?
But Pep have won the manager of the season in that space of time, but not winning any manager of the month. That is crazy. So he wins manager of the year. I think he's done that at least 2 times, right? Within that space of time, but not winning a month. Isn't that weird? Isn't that doesn't that just tell everything you need to know about these awards?
Yeah, he won manager of the season last year, and then he won it 2 years prior.
Yeah.
So it's weird, man. Honestly, these awards are so fucking weird. Like, It's proper straight. But I actually said, you're on the manager of the season award. I actually think that like whoever wins the league, that manager should get like a manager of the season award. Why? Because they won the league. They are the best manager. They won the league, and then there should be like a separate award for like what other managers done a madness. Do you get me? It just seems a bit weird to me that like if you win the league with your manager, that manager should get manager of the year award because he's been the best manager because they've won the league, and then they just get like a standard one, like well done on winning the league, you are the best manager, and then there should be like another award where it's like right, like the Luton Town manager, if he can get it or something like that.
Yeah, but so let's take Luton. They just come up and let's just say they finished second, like they replaced Arsenal in this title race, and went the distance with us to the end of the season and came number 2. Luton just came up in the Premier League with that budget, and then they get number 2 with 1 point different. Would you not say that achievement should be manager of the year due to what they just did?
Yeah,
that would be insane.
That's what I'm saying. I think whoever wins the league should get the manager award, and then there should be a separate award for everyone else. I just personally think if you win the league, you should get the manager of the year award because you've won the league, and then there should be a separate one for everyone else.
I can understand where you're going with it, but I just think that it should be judged on other things, just winning it. Like last season, the achievement of winning the treble, like there's no discussion for me about Pep getting it. But let's just say this season we only win the league, and let's say Luton came second. I would say, I don't know the manager of Luton, what his name is, but I think he should get the manager of the year then.
Yeah. I just think it should be a different one, a different trophy. Right, guys, we're gonna move on for some transfer news, guys. So feel free if you want to keep talking about the Rodri situation in the chat. Feel free. There's no ban on it, but we're gonna move on because there's been some rumors circulating. It's interesting. We don't know how true they are, but there's been some. In fact, just before we do move on, this is what Rodri said in 2024 about individual awards. I just want to show this because it's quite relevant. Rodri says, "I am not surprised. This is normal. I understand very well how things work in these individual awards. They are based on marketing, money, and advertising. What matters to me in football is what I achieve collectively." Right, cool. So Rodri don't care. We can all chill out. Yeah.
Sometimes they say something like just for the cameras, right?
Like I say, he'll probably be like, "Right, come on, man, let's go and win the Premier League." That's all he cares about, which is I'm more than chill with that. I just want the guy to get his flowers, man.
Yeah,
but it is what it is. Right, let's have a look at this, bro. There's some interesting news coming out. The West Ham situation. Now, again, I don't know how true this is, but this has come out from West Ham Football. This isn't their official account, despite it looking pretty official. The FA have until next week to charge Lucas Paqueta over suspicious betting patterns or drop the case. It is claimed that the FA have not got one piece of evidence to suggest the West Ham player did anything wrong, so it would be disgraceful if he's charged. The FA faces a potential legal lawsuit if they fail to meet the deadline or charge the player without any credible evidence. Now, again, how legit this is in terms of the source, it's just speculation, right? It's just speculation. So don't deep it too much. But it has gone on for a long time. It's been going on since, well, for at least a year, because we know it was going on before City bought him, hence why the thing got pulled. So, we're getting on for nearly a year now. And they are kind of right. Like, how long can they just keep on dragging this investigation? At some point, like, you are literally stopping him from getting a move, which is costing him money because City are paying more money, and get him into City where obviously he can go and win things. At some point, you've got to charge him or drop the. You can't just keep on going on for years and years and years. Like, come on, man, you've got to do something at some point.
Yeah, it didn't take that long with Tony, did it? Did it take that long? I feel with the Tony case, like they gave us a lot of information during the process of charging him.
But sorry, let me just come in there. That was an easier case to deal with because he was putting on the bets. Whereas Paqueta, the allegation is that Paqueta wasn't the guy betting. he was telling the allegation that he was telling his friends back home that this is what's going to happen, and they were putting on the bets. So, like, it's a harder case to prove with Paqueta, because you've got to prove that Paqueta was telling these people what was happening. Now, how do you do that? The only way you can really do that, really, for concrete evidence, is to find messages on his phone or have call recordings. Like, you know, the other evidence you could have is like, it's just pure freaky that, like, oh, they never bet once on you to get a yellow card, and you never got yellow cards, and then the day that you got a yellow card, all these people back home, like, that is potential evidence, but it's not concrete.
No.
So, like, they've got to hurry up, man.
Paqueta will fit like a glove with City. Like, he has constructed a case where they can't prove it, right? We all know he's guilty, but they can't prove shit. Like, with all these betting allegations, like, he will fit straight into City. Like, he's too smart for them. They won't be able to prove anything. He will get off innocent and then come play for City and win all the stuff. Man, he's smart. I like him.
Karl said it could have just been good odds. Yeah. I don't know, man. Like, listen, for me, I just think like you've got to make a decision now. You've either got to charge him or not. You can't just drag it out. Like, what's going on here? You know what I mean? Because they just keep dragging it out. They're saying that basically the FA could face a potential lawsuit if they're not taking, because obviously they're preventing him from moving, because no club in the right mind is going to sign him until these charges are done. Now, I know some people are like, they should just sign him anyway. That's never going to happen. That's spending £80 million on a player that could be banned for 4 years, like, depending on how bad it is. So, like, they've got to hurry up, man. They've got to do the charge. If he's guilty, charge him. If he's not guilty, let him free, man.
Yeah, I guess there is a deadline. I don't know. I don't know that source or how credible it is, but my logic would say that there's definitely like a deadline for them to, like, when they need to bring the charges or drop it. Definitely, there will be a deadline. If it is in a week, perfect. But I don't know if that's true. But I definitely think there's a deadline. Definitely.
They're saying that there's 53 days. With just 53 days until that date. Oh, wait, what? What does it say? West Ham paying blah, 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 blah. With a release clause of 85 million, the Hammers could reap between 32 million, 48 million pound profit if sold when the clause becomes active on 1st of July this summer. With just 53 days until that date. All right, 53 days until the 1st of July. Suspicious betting activity around yellow cards, which is likely to be put off by any buying clubs until concluded. Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know, man. It just seems a bit weird. Like, how long are they going to take on this? And apparently, bro, obviously, Craig has been giving us the information. And we all heard this weeks ago from Craig in the chat. But we're now hearing it as well from more official channels that City are interested in Dani Olmo. Now, again, we heard this from Craig like some weeks back, but it is now being sort of reported that City are indeed interested in Dani Olmo, bro. And it seems like the Dani Olmo is going to replace the Lucas Paqueta thing, because obviously Paqueta doesn't look like he's going to be ready.
I'm not sold on Dani Olmo at all. I feel we're back to some of the signs from last summer where he won't cut it. Like, he don't.
What you don't like about him, bro?
I don't. He don't wow me. I don't think he cuts it. It's like a signing like Nunes. Like, he's a good player, but we need more. We need more at City. Like, we're competing at the highest of levels, and we're trying to do historic things. And to keep doing that, we need player of a certain caliber of quality. And I don't know. He just don't get my blood racing at all.
I put a poll in the chat, guys. Yeah, have a vote in the poll. If you're watching on replay, just let us know in the comment section down below. He's had a few injuries this season. I'm on his stats now. Yeah, let me get his stats up here. So he's only played 1,715 minutes, which is, you know, not a great deal. If you do that by minutes, it's 19 games basically. He's effectively played 19 full games. In those 19 games, he scored 8 and assisted 5. I would say, by the way, 3 of his goals out of the 8 came in the first game of the season when he played in the German Community Shield, and he scored a hat-trick against Bayern Munich. So He's not scored a lot since then, to be fair. Only 5 assists as well. He has had quite a few injuries, though. He had a knee injury early in the season. He had an acromyoclavicular what the fuck is that? Joint dislocation.
Let's take a guess. Wait. Take a guess.
Okay. Did you see it? Did you see it? Oh no.
No, I didn't see it, but you definitely do. So how can I win a beer now?
I didn't see it, bro. I was read the first.
Okay. I'll trust you, but you still owe me 2 beers, so the trust is like dissipating a bit.
What's it called? A joint dislocation. I reckon he's dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, man, I would say okay. I would have said that. I'm going with a knee.
A knee. All right, let's read it. Acromyoclavicular joint dislocation is commonly caused by a fall directly onto the point of the shoulder.
Chad, he saw it. Did you see how fast he was to say, it's a shoulder. Now guess something else, Simon. Nice. Wow. Nah, man, guys, that's criminal. You can't let him get away with that. All right, we need a poll if that's legit.
Right, let's have a look at his full injury history. So he's had, how old is he? 26. How old will he be? So he'll be he just turned 26 as well. Birthday 2 days ago. So, he's had a few injuries, but it's not that bad. His injuries are not that bad. Considering he's been playing football since he's 18. He's had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 injuries.
But, man,
8 injuries in 8 years. Basically, he gets a 1 injury a year. Like, they're not great. He's usually out for a month, which is not ideal. But like, it's not terrible.
But can you see him be a starting player for City? Like I would accept him as a squad player, but we rotate so much that being a squad player at City is almost like being a starter. So I don't know, man. I just can't see it. He's not the player I would go for. Definitely not.
I just think that, like, if we lose Bernardo Silva, which we'll come on to him in a minute because he's been shattered again. I just think that, like, you need a player that is versatile like Bernardo Silva. And I think City might just look at him and go, 60 million quid release clause. He can play anywhere across the front line. He probably will work well under Pep. Just seems like a decent deal. Listen, it doesn't get me mad excited. Can't lie. Like, I'm not sitting here saying, like, with Paqueta, like, I want Paqueta. Like, I really want Paqueta at City. With Olmo, I'm not really like that. I'm just kind of like, okay, it is what it is. Like, maybe we'll get him and it could work out. It might not work out, but I don't know.
It might
like, who would you get
just
if you said you don't want Olmo, who would you get then if you can't get Paqueta and you don't want Olmo?
It might just be me really wanting Paqueta a lot. Like, I'm excited and I really want to be singing that Paqueta song. I just sold my car to Lucas Paqueta. Right? I want that. I want that so much in my club. And I've been watching him the whole season due to the rumors last summer. I don't know. I trust the club. So if they can get Paqueta and they go for Olmo, they know what they're doing, right? And he kind of reminds me, every time I've seen him play, a little bit of Cole Palmer, like in his stature and like the way he moves the ball, which is, if you look at Cole Palmer now, is, well, fantastic, right? But who would I want if I couldn't get Paqueta and I don't want Olmo? Who would I want?
Valverde? Could you get him?
Definitely not. Come on. That won't happen.
Hang on a minute. You say it won't happen, bro, but they got so many midfielders in there. Camavinga didn't start last night.
But you want Olmo as a winger, right? That's what we're talking about. Like a versatile winger, right?
Yeah, but Valverde's a good versatile option. He can play right wing. He can play midfield. Like, he can do Bernardo Silva, that variety position. He can play all across.
Let's say we get Kimmich or Guimaraes and Savio, and I'm not gonna say Musiala, even though I would love them, but I might, if we don't get Paqueta, I might not even buy another one if we still get like Savio, Guimaraes. I would probably just rotate even more. Costoco, I think, will be great on the right as well. I think having both him and Grealish on the pitch at the same time brings something to our team. So I probably just exploit that more. I think last summer we did something that we normally don't do. We don't get our targets, then we don't buy another player, right? That's what we normally do. But last summer we panicked, bought Nunes because we just need a player, and I don't want to do that again because it limits us in the next summer. Because if he's not the right player, we don't want him at our club for a long time, and then we just can't buy another player. We've been talking about this so much this season that right now we have a problem in midfield because we have both Nunes and Kovacic, and Kovacic were always going to be a squad player. Nunes should have been like a starter, right? But he's not. So I'll probably just not buy anyone then if we can find the right player. And I don't think Olmo's the right player.
Interesting. Guys, let us know in the chat. Who would you get if you can't get
Olise?
Paqueta?
Wait, Olise. I like Olise. I like
Olise?
Olise. Yeah, I like him, but he's not versatile.
But then you've already got.
position.
But you get Olise. You've got Grealish, Doku, Bob, Savio, and Olise. Is that not a bit too ham?
But you would change Olise with Paqueta or Olmo. Only thing is that they're more versatile, can play across the front three, and Paqueta can play midfield. I don't think Olise can play much else than right wing, right? I haven't seen him play anything but. So that's the only negative with him, that he's not versatile. But I like him as a player. He's skillful. He's a great winger, like triggery, speed, just a bit injury prone. But I like him. I like Olise.
A lot of the chat like Olise. I was speaking about him last night, I think, in the watch along. It was either last night or the day before, and everyone was kind of buzzing with him. Let me have a look at some of these super chats. Big up to Dr. 40. He says KDB has won the Prem Player of the Year without winning a single Prem Player of the Month. That's all madness. Let Spurs sign Olmo and see what happens. Okay. And Jason says Vitinha is better than Daniel Olmo. A lot of people last night was like, and the day before was getting on about Vitinha.
Is he a midfielder, no?
I think he's another player that can kind of play in quite a few positions, because he's got that quick movement about him, and I think he can just kind of play. Yeah, I'm looking at his transfer mark data. Plays in midfield, but has played on the wing a few times as well. Yeah, I don't know. I think because of the way he moves, he probably could play a number of positions, but he is predominantly a midfielder, though.
But again, he's not a level raiser. But do you know what I mean? Like he would not be a player who'd take us to the next level.
Who is a level raiser, right? That we could legit get.
Musiala. I say I do think we could get him. Like if they get their manager situation is a mess.
Yeah,
definitely it's a mess, and the players right now will be disappointed with the game last night and Tuchel's substitution, and they will be looking at it saying, "Damn, what is going on here? The squad is a mess. People are leaving. The hierarchy is shit, and the manager's leaving. What's going on?" And the managers they're looking at is shit. Like they get rejected by shit managers, which is, if I was a player, I'd be like, and City came to me, "Hey, yo, you want to play for the best team in the world with the best manager in history and possibly win like a triple next year?" I'll be like, "Fuck yeah!" And you get a lot of shit ton of money as well. Like, I think it's definitely possible to get Musiala this summer. Definitely, and bring Kimmich.
Yeah. Apparently he's got a 1 year. He's got 2 years left on his deal, but apparently people have been saying he's got a 1 year clause that Bayern can activate on top of that, so it's actually 3 years. That makes it a little bit more tough. I think, like Lauren says as well, you're only going to get him if he really pushes for a move. My thing is he's still not signed a contract, so until he signs a new contract, it's possible, but he's still not signed a new deal yet. So. Yeah, I don't know. I think it could be tough. If you City want him, we could probably get him, but you're going to have to pay a lot of money. You have to pay a lot of money for him. They ain't just going to let him go like easy, innit?
No.
Even if he wants to leave.
Like Walker, give them Walker and then pay 125.
Jeez. Yeah. I don't know. Depends how much money we've got to spend as well. Like, this is another thing. Like, how much money do we actually have this year to spend? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you don't get Paqueta, which would be 85, right? Then you have, I'm pretty sure they have already said, okay, we have money for Paqueta, we have money for Guimaraes, That's almost 200 in them two, right?
Yeah.
You don't get Paqueta. Let's just say, okay, fuck it. Throw all on Gimares, or maybe not even Gimares, just Kimmich and Musiala, which would then kind of equal the same amount of money you would spend on Gimares and Paqueta. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's definitely possible. Like definitely.
Yeah.
And he will be homegrown, and he's what, 21, right? And he's still living on the big stages, and yeah, no, I think it could be done.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, City. I mean, looking at the City spend, like according to Blue City Brain, like we have money to spend. We're doing all right on the money thing. I don't know what our wages are saying because obviously you've got different rules. But I think on the wages we're not as good. But yeah, I think we've got money to spend. I think we just have to. I just think we have to look at our wage budget. I think that's the sort of main issue. LB says bringing Echeverri Brace a superstar no loan. Well, of course he's going to be joining us in January of 2025, but it sounds like he's probably going to be loaned out somewhere. But he looks mint, man. I can't lie. He looks really, really special.
But let's just say we get Savio in, we get Gimares in, and nothing else really happens, right? Nothing else really happens. We lose Bernardo. Echeverri would then probably get the chance of playing with us for the rest of the season because we would be lacking a body in the squad.
Facts. Yeah, no, I agree. And actually, you bring him in 6 months and you say, right, you just come in here and there. Kevin De Bruyne, let's be honest, will probably leave at the end of next season if he does stay this year. So he's probably only got 1 or 2 seasons left. So there's a good chance he might leave next summer. And you say, right, you got 6 months. And then, let's see, basically it's a trial. Yeah. Can you step in and help us? You don't have to be like so good where you're playing week in, week out, but like, can you show us that you can be part of the team for the 2025-2026 season and be relied on?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but in just him playing 6 months, maybe just a year with Kevin, like learning from him, man, that would be big for a 70-year-old, like to play with him. I definitely think Kevin is like watching him and see what he does. I think will improve you a lot.
Yeah, certainly is interesting. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream if you've not done so already, man. 400 people tuned in. We're 3 likes away from 153 people, man. Please hit that thumbs up button to get us to 150 likes. Keep your questions coming in if you've got anything you want us to speak about. But what about Nunes and Kovacic, Shelby? Well, I mean, I'd be surprised if they're both still here next season. I just don't think like they're going to get the game time, man. I just don't think there's enough space in the squad to have both of them here. So I think one of them will end up leaving. Not because I want them to, just because I just thought like I think Nunes is going to look at it and think, how am I getting in this team? How is Nunes getting in this team? He's also, just not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and depending on who we buy, let's say we buy both Gimares and Paqueta, he will be like, fucking hell.
Yeah, he just gets pushed down even more.
Yeah.
Exactly. I remember as well, Kevin De Bruyne missed the first half of the season.
Yeah, true. That's very true. Nice observation.
So Kev's obviously, if Kev stays, which hopefully he does, and apparently he's going to sign a new deal, he's going to be fit. You know what I mean? So like, he's going to make it even more difficult. So for me, listen, I'd be quite happy with him staying. If he wants to stay and just chill and just bring him in when, no problem. I ain't got a problem. I'm not saying sell him. We have to sell him. But I actually like the guy. But in terms of like his feelings, if we sign a Bruno or we sign someone to come into that midfield and Kovacic ain't going anywhere, he might just look at it and go, I ain't playing here, lads. I ain't going to play.
But also, so we saw this season in the Champions League and in the semi-final against Chelsea that the squad was like toast, right? They were done. If we had to play Bayern in twice, man, we probably wouldn't have one of the games in the Premier League we've done in the time. And next season, they're gonna have a Euros, and then we're gonna have even more games packed in the club season with like World Cup in the summer and more games in Champions League and all that shit, right? So, and last summer they have a long vacation compared to normally because they didn't have any international tournaments. That won't be the case this season. So if we were this tired this season, next season will be definitely a bit worse. So we need a bigger squad. So I think Pep will rotate even more in the first 6 months than what he's been doing this season. So Nunes might get game time, even though Kim is fit and all that.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We're going to come on to the Fulham game in just a second. Big up to Rational. Says Judge Nunes next season, guys. Download in progress. Yeah, I'm happy to judge him whenever. You know what I mean? Like, I like the guy. It's not about, for me, it's not about his quality. It's about will he get minutes. And Big up Prodigal says you can spend 80% of revenue next season and as anchorage, if approved, only in shadow and would be good. We'd be good, active from season after. As for Nunes, off to Girona, says Prodigal. They'd probably be buzzing if they get Matthews Nunes, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah.
And be able to Ed says Nunes right wing back in a 3-5-2 and West Ham Central retweeted the Paqueta news like told me for us. So maybe it is true then about the deadline on Lucas Paqueta. If you've just joined us, maybe scroll back to the start of the show. We speak about Lucas Paqueta after the Rodri bit. Some news coming out there. But yeah, final part of the show. Let's speak about Fulham, bro.
Yeah.
Fulham this weekend, Saturday, early kickoff. We have the chance to go back to the top of the table and put the pressure back on Arsenal, who play, of course, on Sunday against Man United. What's your thoughts on this one? You think this is going to be as tough as people are making out, or you think they're going to be on the beaches? It could be another easy win.
I think it's a hard one to call. So Fulham have been doing incredibly well against the bigger teams this season. Like every time they played a good team or a big team, they've showed up and done really good. Craven Cottage is not the easiest place to go, but our record against Fulham is really, really good. And if they come to play, which I think they will, because as you said, they might be on the beach. I don't know if they can get like the highest league standing for them for many years, if that's something to play for. But I do think they will play. And if they play, our chances increases. So they don't need to like play for a draw. They will just play. Give it all, see if they get a win. And that will play into our hands and definitely Haaland's hands, because that will leave space for him to play in. But it will be a difficult game. It will be. But I'm feeling confident. I'm definitely feeling confident. Way more than I were against Nottingham Forest, for example.
Okay, let's have a look at their home form this year, right? This is home form only, guys. Premier League, yeah? There we go. So let's have a look at some of the big games. So Chelsea got beat. United got beat. Arsenal, they beat Arsenal. Shit. Aston Villa, they got beat. Tottenham, they won Tottenham. Got beat off Liverpool. Got beat off Newcastle. Kind of mixed, really, isn't it? Kind of mixed.
But if you remember back, all those games were tight games. So even though they lost, it weren't like walkovers. So they like the Liverpool game, that was definitely not a walkover for them. Like Fulham were having chances and chances. So I know it's a mixed bag of results, but if you like go back to the games, they played really well in each game.
They also score a lot, bro. Like if you actually look at the games, did they not score? They didn't score against Newcastle. They didn't score against Everton. They didn't score against Burnley. They didn't score against United. And didn't score against Chelsea and Brentford. So what's that? 6? 6 out of like what? 18, 19. 6 out of 19. Obviously 18 because not played the last one yet. So like they score a lot, man.
They are, yeah. But I don't know if we're gonna do predictions for it, but that's also a part of my prediction for the game that they score a lot.
Yeah, listen, I was saying like a couple of weeks ago that I didn't think this would be as hard as some people make it out. I had the Forest game as a harder game. I said Forest would be trickier than this, but like there was a lot of people out there who think that this is the hardest game we had in that sort of run. So it will be interesting to see how they get on. Listen, Fulham are a decent team, man. On the day, like they play some good football. I really like the way that Silva plays football. They'll go for it. But like I said for all week, I think this is just going to be the same as the Wolves game. Not the result, in the sense that if we get that first goal, I think we'll be chilling. I think we'll be chilling if we get the first goal. If they score the first goal, then listen, obviously it's going to be difficult because then they'll dig in and think they can ruin the party. But if we get that first goal, then we'll go into that pause and mode. We'll go into the passing, and their heads will probably drop. But like no team goes out there and thinks, "Oh, we ain't going to try today." It's like the Spurs game, man. Like they're not going to go out there and not try. Like they are going to try, obviously. But if you get the first goal, then hopefully you can kick on and get the 3 points.
Do you think they would dig in if they got the first goal? Because I don't. Like the funny thing is, the last 3 games we have is all against London teams, and I don't think any of those teams or clubs want Arsenal to win the league.
Well, they probably don't, bro. But they're professional players,
Yeah,
man.
but
They ain't going to go out there and just lose.
no, 100%. I agree with you. But even if they score the first goal, I don't think we'll just pack the penalty area with 11 men and just defend for their lives, which they would if they needed a point to like stay up, right? I just think they will keep playing. I don't think we'll change anything.
I don't mean pack out the box. I mean that if. So what did you just say? You said you're challenging me on if they go ahead first.
Yeah, I don't think they would just because you said they would just sit back and like defend for their lives to get a point.
I didn't mean that. No, I didn't mean that. What I meant was if they score first, they will start to think to themselves, "Oh shit, we can ruin the party." And then when I say dig in, I don't mean just sit back on the edge of the penalty. I mean like fucking they'll be sending it, yeah. Whereas if we score first, naturally, any human being, yeah, if you've got nothing on the line, it's going to be harder to dig in. If we go 1-0 up, yeah, I just don't see how they like proper like you're not scrapping to stay in the division. When we went 1-0 up against Forest, like they was trying so hard. Why? Because they need to stay in the division. There will be an element of them not being able to dig in as hard as possible because they've got nothing to play for.
Yeah.
But if they go 1-0 up, they will naturally go, yeah, we know what, we can do this because we can ruin it for them. And that's just how the game goes in my view.
Yeah, like I kind of follow your train of thoughts there, but yeah, that might happen. It definitely could. But also, if we score the first goal, just to what you said, the crowd would definitely not be up for it. Like if they score the first goal, the crowd would naturally be like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go beat City. Like, but if we score the first goal, they definitely won't be cheering as their life depended on them. Which is what they would if they needed like a point to like survive relegation, right? So in that manner, I think you're right. If we score the first goal, the crowd will be flat, won't do anything, just watch the game.
Yeah. No, I agree. This is it for me. Like at the end of the day, we've been playing well last couple of games. We've had another week off. All the players have gone on holiday and been able to refresh and
3 days.
Yeah, they had 3 days off, right?
Yeah.
So there's no excuse again. Like with the Wolves game, we were on it. You know what I mean? Everything was moving well. The players looked fresh. Rodri put in one of the best performances I'd had for a long time. Even Bernardo Silva looked fresh and didn't look leggy. You know, they've just had another 3 days off. I'm expecting another performance like that. And at the end of the day, we're in the same situation where draws are no good for us. They don't do nothing for us unless you think United are going to get a result on Sunday, which not many people do. And so we just got to go for it. We just got to full send it. And we got Foden cooking. We got Kevin De Bruyne cooking. Haaland looks like he's back. So, you know, we just got to go for it, man. I like, you know what? I like this position actually of being able to like not being able to drop points because the pressure's on. Like, there's no like, ooh, maybe we get a draw. Like, no, we know the position that we're in. We have to win our next 3 games. So might as well full send it. And that's the position we've been in for the last 6 weeks.
Would you go Kevin Foden midfield?
Yeah, 100%.
Or would you do as he did last game where he plays Foden on the wing on the left, but you know you push Guardiola so far so he could like drift centrally?
Yeah, that's.
Or would you just? Is that how you would do it? So you wouldn't play Ake?
Let me see if I can
Stones to invert, like for Stones to inverting. That's what I meant. Like, how would you do for this game?
Because back in, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah.
Why change something that's working, bro?
Yeah, I don't know. I just really like the idea of Kevin and Foden midfield, like you know, from the get go, both 8, and then pushing up. You have Stones inverting into midfield, so they kind of play as 10s. I don't know. I'm obsessed with that.
All right, so let me see if I can. I never used this website before. I never used this, so I don't know what it is. I just typed in lineup builder. So Ederson in goal, yeah. There we go. Let me just put the obvious ones in, right? Because that makes it easier for us. Haaland.
You're going to Haaland for this one? No, I'm just kidding.
Fucking. This is why I banned him from the streams, guys. The guy's making jokes when we've got 3 games left, man. This is not the time for jokes, bro. I think I go Bernardo Silva again. He didn't play great, but he looks fresh, and I just think he's a big game player. You need him in there. Rodri. Yeah. KDB. Right. Okay. So, I play Gavardio.
Mm-hmm.
I play Kanji. 100%. I think Walker plays for me, you know.
No, he wouldn't play for me this one. No, I don't think they have. I don't think they have the wingers. I think they don't have speedy enough wingers for us to need Walker for this game.
Kovacic. Ake. Because you need someone to be able to. If you play Gavardio and you're pushing Gavardio up, you need someone that can defend the space. Yeah, why fucking Makaleli on this? And then, Robinson, bro. Robinson, the left back, does like to bomb forward, you know. Nah, bro, I'm going Walker. You can let me know your changes in a sec. Right? But this is my team. So basically, I'm playing like a back 3 with Walker, Akanji, and Ake. Positives. Walker can defend the right side with Robinson bombing down there. Ake can defend the left side, obviously, because Gavardio will be pushed up. You've got that protection of Rodri and Kovacic in the middle. So you've got plenty of protection in the defensive areas of the midfield and the defense. Then you've got Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden, who will push into midfield like he did in the last game. And then obviously Erling Haaland up top with Bernardo holding the width on the right. That's what I do.
It's not a bad team. Definitely not. But it hurts me every time I don't see Jack in the startup because I love Jack. And I think we play better when he's in the team. But I understand why you're going with this because you're definitely basing on the last game, which was this. So I understand where you're coming from. I would not play Walker in this game. I would play Akanji on the right, and I would play Stones in the midfield, giving us different possibilities of how to invert. Either Stones inverts to the midfield, or Gavardio inverts from the wing. Not inverts, but push up as a winger. And then I would play Foden midfield instead of Kovacic, and I would play Grealish on the wing. That's how I would do it.
That's not ridiculous. That's a fine team. You know what I mean? I'm chill with that. I ain't got a problem with that, really, to be honest with you. I just think that this is the team that I would go with. But I indeed did go with that team. I wouldn't really have a problem with it. No issues. I think both teams are fine. Both teams are fine. At the end of the day, whatever team he puts out, unless he does a Lyon, or a Chelsea Cup final, then we should be chill. You know what I mean? But like for me, again, I want to see the players start quick. Yeah, that first 10, 15 minutes against Wolves last weekend, we started on fire, mate. Like one of the best 15 minutes we've had for a long time.
Yeah.
Super quick the way we move the ball. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do on Saturday. We just need to get started quickly, man. None of this slow start. And we get that set. If we get the first goal, kick on and go and get me that second goal. Don't hold back, man. Like pause in it and that. Because we kind of took the foot off the gas a little bit when we scored the first goal, and Wolves started playing well. Eventually, we got the second. Kick on, go get the first, go get the second, and then hopefully that's the game dead. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it because this weekend is a big weekend. If we can win,
pressure.
Then obviously Arsenal have to go to United, where they've only won twice in 21 years in the league. Like maybe United could do something. Listen, I don't think they will. I think Arsenal will batter them if I'm being honest. But this is a big weekend, man. Especially because this is like, you know what I mean? Because obviously they're going to be Everton at home. No disrespect to Everton, the Arsenal are at home. Like if this is the last chance that gives us a potential of going to Spurs and not needing to win, if Arsenal do drop points. Now again, I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to have to go there and win anyway. But this is the last opportunity now.
Yeah, no, I agree. I just saw someone in chat saying we need to get the goal difference up. Guys, goal difference doesn't mean anything now. Like if it is to count for something, we have to draw, and then we have to catch the goal difference win 2 games. There's no way. Like we need to win every game. Goal difference doesn't matter. It can be 1-0 for us. Does not matter. We just need to win.
It's chalked, lads. It's chalked. I said this from time ago.
Yeah.
Goal difference is done in the beginning and the middle part of the season. Goal difference doesn't resolve itself in, yeah, but Elder, listen, right? It's 6 goals, but in one of the games that we've got 3 games, yeah? One of the games we've got to draw, right? Because that's the only way it goes down to goal difference. So it's 2 games. And in the other 2 games that Arsenal play, they also have to win both of those games for the goal difference. So you're hoping that they're only going to win by 1 goal. Because if they win by more than 1 goal, then it's more than 6 goals.
And meaning we need to score 3+ goals in each of the 2 last games, and they only score 1 goal. And if we just score 3 goals in each game, they will win because they beat us individually. So we need to score 3 and 4 goals, but them only score 1 goal in each match.
So yeah, if they beat United 1-0, right, and beat Everton 1-0, that means their goal difference is 62. That means we need 8 goal difference in 2 games.
Yeah, and not 8. We need 9. Because if you get 8, we equal with them, and they beat us in the head-to-head games. So if you're equal, so you need 9.
You need 9. You need to beat them on goal difference. Yeah. So we need 9. Yeah, you're right. We need 9 goals. We need to win by 9 goals in 2 games, guys. It's not happening, man. This is why I said about 3 weeks ago it's done. Like it was back in December, January, February. That's when you needed a goal difference, man. If we end up losing the goal difference, it'll be because of the Sheffield United games. Because we only got +3 goal difference against Sheffield United in a home and away leg. Everyone else was smacking them 4, 5, 6, 7-0. We got +3, so that's really where we let ourselves down.
8-0 to Newcastle, right? Wasn't it like 8-0 they lost? Yeah. We got need
that. There we go. Listen, I doubt it. Maybe if we smack Fulham tomorrow, on Saturday, if we smack Fulham 5-0 and United and Arsenal only win 1-0, maybe I'll think, okay, maybe there's a chance. But I just think that that's.
So then we still have to draw. We still have to draw.
Yeah, no, exactly. So you've got 1 game to win like 5-0. Like it's unlikely to happen, guys. Listen, is there a possibility it could still be done? Yes, but the chances is less than 10% chance, in my opinion. There's less than a 10% chance it's going to happen. Right, cool. Anything else you want to speak about, bro?
I just want to say to the chat, sorry for not being here. It'll be me had a row. I had an indifference. I don't want to go into details, but
it was all about. You sure you don't want to tell the chat what happened, bro?
Yeah, if you want me to go into details, so it's all about beer, and LB is owing me beer for a long time now. Every time I come to Manchester, he's stalking me. And then I saw him out drinking beers, and I don't know why, but every time Elby's out drinking beer, he orders kid-sizes beers, which is strange for me because I'm an adult man, and in Denmark we drink adult beers, and Elby couldn't really handle that, so he banned me from all the shows, wouldn't talk to me. Yeah, so but I'm back now. We sorted it. All is good. People pay me the beer. Yeah. We're good now. We're friends again.
We had a mediation. We come to an agreement. Big up chat, man. Big up chat. You funny guys. Right, lads. I will be back tonight. I think I'm gonna do the Villa game. You know, I think I might do Villa watch along tonight. It'll be on the 2nd channel if you guys fancy it. But yeah, I think I'm going to do that, man. I think I'm going to do it. So yeah, if you guys fancy, it's 8 p.m. UK time. Aston Villa versus Olympiacos, away at Olympiacos. Aston Villa are 2 goals down, so they're under a little bit of pressure, but they're obviously a good team. They could do it. So yeah, I'm gonna give it till maybe 5 p.m. UK time, and if it's scheduled, it's scheduled. But I think I'm going to do it. There's a good chance I'll do it. But yeah, guys, listen, big up for joining us, man. Big up Cypher coming on. Big up the super chatters, man. We had quite a few today. Big up Mansour, Bevo, LB, Lewis Gillies, Sir Alan, Dr. Footy, Jason, Rational Cat, Broad Daddy, and Ed, and Mancunian Therapy. Appreciate the support as always, guys. Big up to you. I am now on Judge Mo. Going live there now. Me, I think Sam's on it. I think Joe's on it as well. A couple of lads are on it. So I'm going to redirect there. Get yourselves on it, guys. Big up to Sai, big up to you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Cheers.